Hey, greetings and salutations. Apologize for the wind noise. I'm out here with my lovely bride. Do a little planking. Today I want to talk about some of the things I found out about this pistol. And for those of you who don't know, this is a Canik TP 40 V2. About a month and a half ago I introduced you to this pistol. And one of the first comments that I got was, where can I get extra mags? That was a great question. I'm glad you asked. Short answer is you can't. I shot an email off to Century Arms, who imports these from Turkey, and they bought 500 of these to import into the United States. There's only 500 of these available in the United States, so if you got your hands on one, you're in very rare company. But one thing I did notice, though, when I was going through the box that had the gun and all the accessories in it, is that the instruction manual that came with the TP40 was an instruction manual for a TP9 V2. If the only difference between the TP9 V2 and the TP40 V2 is the barrel, maybe the TP9 magazines will work. Well, I don't have a TP9 magazine as of yet. I may order one or two in the future, but I do have with me today is my wife's TP9 V1. Let me take one of these TP9 mags and see if I can get the base plate swapped out. Hold on. You can tell the difference between the TP9 mag and the 40 mag. The 40 has a kind of a matte finish, and it has 3 holes here ending at 13 rounds, the windows. This has a multitude of windows. This will actually hold 18 rounds of 9mm. So let's put the spring and follower for the 40 in the 9mm. Get the base plate here. Get it in the right way, dummy. "13 rounds. So far, so good. TP9 magazine in a TP40. Let's see if this functions. So I hope that answers your question. TP9 magazines will fit in TP40. You might have to do a little bit of caressing to get it to function 100%. But if you're looking for extra mags for a TP40, that's your only option. When we get back, I want to show you kind of a design flaw with the new design on their Serpa type holsters.
Eventually.
So here we are back at the ranch here, and I wanted to show the differences between the first gen TP9 and the V2 TP40. Basically what I wanted to show was, if you were to purchase one of these guns, how you would receive them. So this is the TP9 first generation. This is the TP40 V2. And this is how I got these guns. So one of the big selling points was how much value you get with these firearms. And when I bought this one 5 years ago in 2013, I think I paid about $350, $360 for this. And how it came was exactly how you see it here, minus the loaded magazine. Of course, you know, they were empty magazines. But it came with a magazine in the gun and an extra magazine, a mag loader, extra back strap. The gun came in the holster, and then there was a couple attachment points here, a paddle for the holster and a belt loop for the holster, cleaning rod and brush, of course the obligatory lock, which is somewhere, and also a little plastic bag with 2 extra front sights, one short, one tall. The middle one is in here now, and also an instruction manual. The holster has a neat feature. This is kind of like a Serpa holster. This has a lock in it, so it latches onto the trigger guard, so it can't be pulled out unless you pull this button. It's a great option for new shooters, especially in my opinion, because to activate this, it puts your finger in the proper position for safe gun handling. So your finger's at the ready. You just depress the button, pull the gun out of the holster, and your finger's at the ready. So you keep your booger hook off the bang switch, right? So that's why I liked it. And I carried this holster in my tan TP9 for over a year. The one thing I didn't like about this holster is that it's not a very snug fit. There's a lot of play. If you decide to use this holster for an extended period of time, you can expect your gun to look like this. But it's a holster, it comes with a gun, it's a value, and if you don't have a lot of money and you don't have the money to invest in a holster, guess what? The gun comes with one, and it functions perfectly. You have a paddle here, which just slips over your belt and clips to it, and then you've got 5 different adjustments. You can cant it forward or backwards or have it straight up and down. And that would go on there, like just take these screws out, you put it through there, like so. I opted for the belt loop, and this is adjustable for the type of belt that you might have. So that just screws on there like so. Well, actually, screws on there like so. And the same 5 different points of adjustability. So let's look what's in the box in the TP40. You have the holster. It's a little bit different. You see there's a rubber strap here. The gun, the mag loader. It comes with a little tool here. All this is a tool to be able to knock out the pins that hold the back strap in. Comes with an extra back strap for larger hands. And the brush and cleaning rod. Interestingly enough, this gun did not come with a lock. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because they only imported 500 and they weren't required by federal regulations to have one, or maybe somebody just forgot to put one in this box. But it's neither here nor there. I wouldn't use it anyway. But the difference is in the holster. So let's look at the way that the paddle attaches. One of the things that I liked about this feature is that it has the belt loop and the paddle in one. And this makes sense. You want to keep your costs down, and you save, this amount of plastic by incorporating the 2 into 1. And then this attachment point, you see these little teeth in here. They made up with the teeth in this one. Whereas the version 1 had 5 different points of adjustability. This one has an infinite amount of adjustability, right? But there's an interesting design flaw with this, and I'm going to take this paddle off just because it's not necessary for illustration. And I'll put the 2 side by side, and let me see if you can figure this out. Alright, do you see it yet? I'll give you a second. Let me move this out the way. What about now? Do you see the problem yet? So the V1 to illustrate. Grab the gun, depress the button, pull the gun out of the holster. Without pushing this button, the gun doesn't come out of the holster. So you push that button to extract the pistol. Now, let's look at the V2. So in order to get the pistol's locked in, there's no button to push. In order to get this out of the holster, you need to reach back here, push the button. That's no good. Right? You need to reach back here, push the button. There's no way you can reach it, even with your good hand. And then under stress, you might as well use the paddle and just pull the whole thing off and then strip it. Either way, if the bad guy gets to jump on you, this is going to cost you your life. I don't know how this ever got past QC. The best thing you can do is take a Dremel and just grind that little locking part that locks onto the trigger guard. Grind that right off Or just get in here, most of this is plastic, and just get in here and rip this thing right out of here and use the rubber strap as your retention. I just thought this was ridiculous. I don't know how the hell this ever happened. Just for what it's worth, if you have the TP9 V1 like I do, and you like the holster, your V2 fits. Just as sloppy as the V1, but they do fit. I started out with a good idea to reduce some of the expense of manufacture by eliminating two different attachment options and incorporating two different options into one, and then totally screwed the pooch by putting this on the wrong side of the holster. Having said that, there's still a value at, right around 350 bucks. You can pick these SAs and V2s up for about 350 bucks yet. They still come with two magazines. They still come with a case. They still come with a mag loader and extra back strap. And they're just still a value. I mean, take this and throw it in the garbage. If you like the TP9, you'll love the TP40. And there are holster options available for the TP9. And just about every TP9 holster is going to work with the TP40. In fact, if you really want one bad enough, I can make you a hybrid holster. There's the ones that I make. Leather back, 80 thousandths Kydex with a fiberglass reinforced nylon clip. And it does have two adjustments for cantability. You can do this straight up and down, or you can do it at a 10-degree angle. Retention is really dependent on how tight your belt is, but once you got this on your body, it's pretty good. 40 bucks ship anywhere in the lower 48. If you're interested, send me a message. So that's all I got today, fellas. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Either way is okay with me. Share this video with your vast social media network. Also, go down here under this window. There's a red button. If you haven't done so yet, there's a red button that says subscribe. Click on that little bad boy. And then right next to it is a notification button, a little bell icon. Click on that bell icon so you'll be notified of future uploads. Until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have yourself a splendid day. I gotta clean these things now. Bye. It's not a perfect fit, but if you got a V1, they fit.